See you there. My name's Jen Van Steenbergen. Don't worry, you didn't interrupt me. I was just finishing my new book, The Continuing Conversion of the Church by Darrell Guder. And I must say, this book took me by surprise. So, let's take a minute to really figure out, what does the title, Continuing Conversion of the Church, even mean? In fact, that was the reason I chose the book, because I was so curious about what this book could be about. Isn't it the entire idea that once you're converted to Christianity, you're a Christian and you're good to go? Well, Guder doesn't think the same way. In fact, the entire purpose for writing this book for him was to explore our definitions of evangelism and mission in the church, both as individuals and the greater body. And he explores this by dividing the book into 3 parts. The first part, he addresses the church's calling to evangelistic ministry. And he does this by defining evangelism and mission starting from the beginning of the church. And he actually revisits these definitions as he brings us into a current culture and a current day definition. The second part of the book, Guder actually addresses the church's need for conversion. Conversion isn't a one-and-done situation. It's not about being accepting Jesus into your life and being saved and you're converted and you're good to go. No, Guder argues that conversion is something that needs to continuously happen. And when we actually think of conversion as a one-time deal, we reduce the gospel to a very individualistic sense. The third part of the book, Guder addresses what conversion actually looks like. What does he mean by conversion? Both on an individual level, but more so he focuses on the greater body, the local congregation. What does conversion mean? And it's this idea that we continually have a self-reflecting attitude, a humbleness, an approach to understanding that we may not always be aligning with God's mission for our congregation. And that mission, though the mission remains the same, the way that it is played out may change as society and culture changes. Oh, you wanted to know my thoughts. Okay, well, cool. First and foremost, this is a very detailed read. I highly recommend having a pen, a paper, maybe a highlighter, but definitely a glass of anything that will calm your nerves as you go. Guder utilizes his academic training, but gives tons of examples that are super thorough and very applicable to any modern ministry. While you'll take your time, this is definitely a book that anyone can read. However, there are a few reasons why someone would not want to read this book. First and foremost, if you are happy with how your church does life and everything that comes as a result of your current church life, don't read it. If you do not want to be convicted on how we undermine and reduce the gospel to meet our own selfish motives, don't read this book. And if you're satisfied with your current view on evangelistic ministry and mission, then don't read it. But if you are a leader who is looking to align themselves with God's mission, if you're a leader who is looking to better understand that mission for yourself and for your church, if you're a leader that is able to handle some eye-opening critiques of how you do Christian life and how the westernized church is somewhat missing the mark, or if you're a leader who wants to be equipped to live out God's mission and to lead a congregation to do the same, then I highly recommend this book.